Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Meta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Faked His Death and Left Konoha? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Twilight Knight for suggesting this idea. Now moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And as I mentioned on the previous video today and channel as well already, I have picked out the names for you know the channel, the third one that is going to be the series channel of ours, in which I'm going to write the scripted stories. And yeah, I have already posted a community post at this time on Apollo Chiha, but I will be posting one here as well, the similar one, so you can vote here if you wish to. And also I'm gonna be also posting the story ideas that you guys have made and the ones I picked for them to be turned into series. And if they are any good, I mean, you can vote them and maybe those will be the one we first make into the series. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 13 years after the QB attack on the outer skirts of Konoha Gakure Nasato. As we see, it was the Valley of the End, where two Yu statues were facing one another. One was Madara Uchiha's, and the other one was Hashirama Senju's, the first Hokage of Konoha. At the top of that said statue was standing Naruto Uzumaki, 13-year-old resident orphan Jinchuriki of Konoha, who was sent here alongside a team of Genins and a Chunin, his friend Shikamaru, to retrieve back Sasuke Uchiha, who was defected from the village and was the last Uchiha remaining alive. Now the objective was to return without bringing any harm to him, but Naruto, seeing that there was about to be a confrontation, was not so sure. And not only that, they promised him punishment. Extreme punishment if anything happens to the Uchiha during this whole ordeal. As now we see, on the other side, standing atop of Madara Uchiha's head, was none other than Sasuke Uchiha himself, the one who had defected from the village and was the one Naruto and his team was sent to retrieve back without any harm. With Naruto, whatever you do or say won't affect me. I have already made up my mind, and that is to leave that hellhole of a place and gain power in order to take revenge. Just come back, Sasuke. I don't want any of us to get punished. Please. You don't understand, Dope. You didn't have any family, any loved one that died at the hands of the one you trusted the most. All you had was your own self since the beginning, an orphan from known clan or nobody. As Naruto gritted his teeth, what would he know? He was from a clan, from Uzumaki clan. His Gigi said so himself, but nobody in Konoha believed in him, not even his own friends. And if you are still adamant on being the Uzumaki clan, there is no such clan as such. We never heard of it, remember? Sasuke, you're crossing the line. What are you gonna do? Beat me? Go ahead and do it, because I know there will be punishment waiting for you back at home. As Naruto's eyes widened, so you know. Yes. You don't have a choice, Naruto. If you fail, you get punished. If I get injured, you get punished. Regardless, you're on the losing end. You know what? You're right. Might as well go all out on you. And so, Naruto disappeared in blazing speed, and within a blink of an eye, he was standing in front of in front of Sasuke, mid-air, as he was dropping an axe kick on his head. As after doing that, Sasuke felt as if the vision from his eyes was getting blurry because of the impact, and then a cold-blooded beating began. And after that we see Sasuke was beaten to a bloody pulp, but not before Orochimaru himself intervened and kicked Naruto, sending him flying back. And that was when Kakashi arrived, as that is what he saw, Kabuto using his chakra scalpels and cut it down Naruto until there was nothing of him remained intact. He was beaten to a bloody pulp and battered, his blood seeping out. As Kakashi arrived there, as Sasuke, Orochimaru, and Kabuto Yakushi left. No, Naruto, it's alright, Sensei. I tried my best. I'm sorry. With that being said, Naruto closed his eyes shut and passed away. In Kakashi's arm, Kakashi was traumatized because of that. As now we see, he brought his corpse back to Konoha. But the people began to laugh. Finally, the Biju The cubist Jinchuriki is dead. We can live in peace. Naruto's friends, even Sakura, the most annoying one, was quite shocked. Mother, what do you mean by that? That there, child, was someone I was worried about for your own sake. That is the cubist Jinchuriki. Cubist reincarnated in human skin. But Naruto is just that, Naruto. He's not the Kyuubi. I've seen him. He's been my teammate. How can you say such things about him? Said Sakura. Because she was the brain of the whole academy. She got her gears running for the first time without any fangirlish events going on in her mind. And she came to a conclusion. Naruto is nothing more than a scroll holding down the kunai. Even if he is the cubist Jinchuriki, he is holding down the Biju. Meaning his death makes it even worse for us. The Biju will be free. It will be, but in given time, said Jiraiya as he arrived there. I did not thought for a moment that the test was such difficult for him. Poor child. As Tsunade then looked down as well. No, he was supposed to come back to me. All well and okay, not like this. As now we see, Kakashi was heartbroken as well, but they were not alone. As soon as Naruto's teammates returned, they all were saddened and were quite honestly disheartened by the festive that was going on in their own hometown, by the people that they call their friends and family members. Except for the Nara clan, Inuzuka clan, as well as for the Yuga clan. The rest of the clans were celebrating. Even the Yamanakas and Ino and the others felt sad about that. Even Choji's clan was celebrating, and he considered Naruto to be his best friend. And young Shino's Aburame clan, who was always neutral, was also celebrating. And this, I can't believe that my own family would do such a thing, said Choji, as he had tears in his eyes. My friend died, and they're celebrating his death. Hatred. Hatred is the most vicious thing in this world, Choji, said Shikamaru. That is what I have learned today. That is what all we have learned today. As Ino wiped her tears, but Naruto looked so beaten, so wounded. We couldn't even identify it was Naruto or not because of the cuts and bruises on his body. He was in extreme pain and agony. He didn't deserve this, not any of this at all. You know? Back when the Konoha crush happened, said Sakura, it was him who saved me and the village. It wasn't Sasuke, like the villagers said it was. It was Naruto, and he didn't even say anything for a single second. As all of his friends were silent, but the most affected by all of this was Hinata. Hinata Yuga the most, because she has closed off her heart. If such things could happen to someone like Naruto, what was she if she was weakened? She has realized one thing, that fate, as her Nissan have said, can't be changed. Poor Naruto tried his best to do so, but in the end it was uneventful. The people who hated him still hated him and celebrated his death. And she became cold because of that. All you can do is mope around and wait for him to return, which is not going to happen. If we wish to make changes, then we have to take power and control from these tyrants, said Hinata, as she got up with a cold hue in her eyes as left, as Neji followed her suit. You were right, Nissan. Fate can't be changed. No, Hinata-sama, it can be. Naruto's death might be the catalyst, but you have changed and aiming to become stronger. Even if that may be. What if it is all for naught? It will not be all for naught. We cannot let his memory die as such. You will become the Yuga clan heiress, and once you do, I am sure that under your regime, the whole village will change. You think so? Of course, I know so. I see a next future Konoichi Kage within you, like Tsunade-sama. Alright then, I guess it is time. As this was going on, we go towards the council chamber, where we see the council was celebrating, most of them, while the others were disgusted by this. I can't believe this, not for one bit. Why are you not celebrating, guys? Said Inoichi. The Kyuubi is dead. Have you forgotten that he was just a child? So what? He was an orphan. Orphan he may be, but haven't you seen a resemblance to someone uncanny and our friend? Who? Minato, you damn asshole, said Shikaku Nara, as he grabbed Inuichi by the neck. Whoa, Shikaku, calm down, said Choza. You both. He saved you in the midst of the second great shinobi war and the third. And this is how you repay him by killing off his son and celebrating his death. What is the proof that he is his son? Actually, it is the truth. Here you go, said Tsunade, throwing a scroll at his face. As Inuichi picked it up and read it and threw up the scroll. Oh no, what have we done? So he finally realized, huh? Said Tazumi Inuzuka. No wonder you were not celebrating, but sad. Of course we were. We always knew Pup was Kushina's and Minato's. It's just we're sad that we were not allowed to treat him well and were told to left him on his own. Something we didn't wish to do. My clan has been helped by them both, and I could have repaid the favor. But I guess fate had other things in mind. As after that, those who were celebrating were all shocked and sad. So it is true then, we were not told the truth. And that is when the whole council turned against the elders, and slowly but surely the news began to spread. And the whole village was shocked by this turns of events. As now we see, time began to pass by as 3 years have went by in the blink of an eye. 3 years since his death. And out of nowhere, while Tsunade was seated in his office, an Anbu comes telling her something that was outright obnoxious. The fourth Hokage and his families are at the gates. What? Said Tsunade for the fourth time. It's best if you see that for yourself, Hokage-sama, because no matter how much I say it, you won't believe me. Because what you are saying, young shinobi, is quite hard to believe. And so now we see, once everyone gathered there, they were shocked to find Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, a carbon copy of Naruto, but the only difference being the red hair. Kushina and Minato standing proudly beside him, and Jiraiya with a knowing smile. You knew. She said, of course I did. It's just that I didn't find the right time to reveal this to you. As that is when Tsunade with pure rage punched Jiraiya into the face, sending him down to the ground. Tsunade, what the hell was that for? I knew I did the things wrongly, but I had to reveal eventually, and they had to come back. You knew. You kept it a secret from him. You knew everything, didn't you? Tsunade-sama, no, I'm not gonna hear anything from you. I don't need to hear your explanation, because I know it's going to be dumb. Then you are. Here you go, Minato. Take care of your pathetic village and yourself. I'm out of here. Bunch of trash, all of you are. As after taking the heritage of the Senju clan, she left the same day in the evening. And once the whole village discovered that Uzumaki Namikaze family was alive, they wanted to know the truth. And the truth was revealed. Naruto became the Jinchuriki of the Yang side, the side filled with hatred, while Menma became the Jinchuriki of the Yin side, the side that was good and reasonable. And he has become the one who was capable of learning and mastering everything. But not only that, the only thing resembling to him and Naruto was the face and the appearance, except for the hair. Aside from that, the attitude was different. Naruto was a happy-go-lucky knucklehead type, while Menma was cold and uncaring and arrogant. As Naruto's friends, all of them, after seeing this and realizing this, just how twisted his own family was, decided enough was enough. As the current clan head, Hinata Hyuga, then decided in the council meeting that was held. As, first of all, we would like to congratulate you on your return, Hokage. Next thing next. As the representative and the clan head of the Hyuga clan, I have decided that I will withdraw and take my clan away from Konoha by the Clan Right Act that was implemented back in the past when the village originated. Same could be said for me, said Ino, who has become a clan head as well. And the next generation clan heads all one by one stood up and said the same thing. But all of you would leave, then what would become of Konoha? The great child of prophecy is here. You don't need us. Even if we are not here, standing on the right side, said Hinata with a colder tone, of the history. He will save us, won't he? And what makes you think that I would, Hyuga? What makes you think that I would, after you leave and become a traitor to the village? I'm not becoming a traitor, Uzumaki-san. I am just simply doing what is best. I mean, you could lie to your own family. What makes you think that we would trust you after what you have done to your own brother and son? That was your own blood. We are not your blood. We are the people that you are watching over. If you can play him like a pawn, what makes us not believe that you wouldn't play us like a fiddle as well? So I decided it would be best if we leave. We have already in talks with Kumo and have decided to move there since they wanted a Hyuga clan. So badly, we are going to be a part of them. And they have agreed to each and every one of our terms. What about you? The Nezuka clan is following them suit. Some of us will be going to Iwa and some of us will be going to Kiri. And some of us will be going to Suna as well. But what of Konoha? Konoha will be clanless. It won't be. It has the legendary Uzumaki clan here and the Namikaze clan here by your side, right? But without your help, without your shinobis, we're nothing. You should have thought that through when you got along with that plan. As now we see, all of them left, leaving Konoha crippled. As soon as they joined in, the four nations formed an alliance, a strong one because of the clans that joined in, and they became the four big ones, leaving out Konoha for good. As now we see, the other villages that were weakened also joined in on their territory alongside the Land of Fire daimyo, who had no other choice but to leave Konoha because the other daimyos were already backing them up. The strongest four trio, the four ones that were standing like the four pillars of Elemental Nation. As the time went by, a merchant who was investing into this way too much, named Uzushio, was then made public. And they wanted to know that who the stronger merchant was, who has just appeared a few years ago and become quite popular in the whole Elemental Nation. So Minato and Kushina herself went undercover and found out that it was none other than Naruto who was alive, and the whole world was shocked to see this. As Naruto's friends arrived there and beated the crap out of him after that, Naruto got up and apologized to all of them. "You asshole," said Hinata, as she grabbed him by the collar, as tears were welling up in her eyes. "You know how much I cried for you? I will tell you everything." As that is when the meeting and presentation was halted, as Minato and Kushina saw a glimpse of something that they couldn't achieve, the wealth that they needed to boost Konoha back up. Naruto was the key. As now we see Naruto inside his room with his friends. "Talk now, Naruto, before we beat some sense into you," said Shikamaru Nara, head of the Nara clan from Kumo. "You know Kumo's vest look good on you. Stop avoiding the questions." "Well, it all started when I was told to not harm him." "Sasuke?" said Sakura. "Of course, Sakura. You know it's good to see that you and Lee married." "Stop avoiding the question, damn idiot." "We want to know," said Sakura, wiping her tears away. "We mourned for you, you idiot." "We still do. It was needed. I would have gotten punished. Regardless, a harder punishment. You know I always got at the shorter end of the stick. And once I was thrown there, I made a shadow clone of myself, replaced myself with it, just in the nick of time. But that is when I realized I accidentally made a blood clone. Because of that, the blood clone died in my stead, not even fading, because the blood clone takes a week to fade away even after its death. Like its body decays faster, but that's all. And it gave me a chance to escape. Even if it was by sheer luck, I was able to escape death and got that chance. Taking it, I decided then and there that I should not go back to Konoha, a village who I always tried my best to, but always got not recognized for. I knew it would mean that I had to leave all of you, but I had no other choice. I was aiming to return back once I became stronger and powerful the other way. But I soon found out that you all were gone. So I pulled away last minute from my contract with Konoha and then formed a huge amount of contracts with your villages, making them allied with one another so you don't have to fight one another while remaining into the shadows. I had to make sure and pull a lot of strings that all of the four nations would come together, even going to the daimyos, forming deals that were too much shady. But at the end, I was able to prevail and decided to reveal myself so that maybe we could have a nice reunion, said Naruto with a toothy grin, as Hinata punched him and then kissed him. Ow, you know, Hinata-chan, for someone who was quite shy, you certainly have changed. And who do you think is responsible for that? I guess I like this new side of you as well, like I did the previous one. As that is when the old Hinata returned, only for a brief moment, as she turned complete red. As Neji then sighed. Well, at least you're alive now, Naruto. Alive and well. Of course I am. Healthy as a horse. So, wait a minute. What? How did you even become Uchiha, the legendary merchant? Said Ino. Well, it was quite simple. I always had this luck with, gambling and, investing. Just by luck, sheer luck, I was able to gain a lot of experience. And through experience and with my luck, I was able to become the strongest and the most richest merchant in the whole elemental nation. Making exchange even to the far west. You mean that forbidden west that we're told not to go to? Of course. There are quite a lot of different sort of people there that are quite weird and yet at the same time quite nice. So I was able to form a lot of bonds there, and due to traveling and me being a merchant, exchanging a lot of trade routes, I was able to form my own network and create my own big empire of Ozushio behind the name of that. So you're like rich, Naruto? Said none other than Ino. Of course I am. So, you're looking for a girl or something? As Hinata's eyes popped with veins. Not like I care or anything, it's just asking for a friend, she said, pointing towards Hinata. Sorry, but I already have someone in mind. Who? Asked Hinata. You, of course, who else? The girl who always supported me from the side, I guess. My Chai Hyuga princess. As after that, he was punched. Was gotten a lot more gutsy than it seems, said Naruto, as she gave him another kiss. As after that we see his friends were happy that united, while Minato and Kushina, who were still waiting, saw that Naruto returned with all of them, a little bit beaten but ragged, and that is when he revealed the whole truth and the whole projects that he was going to do. Obviously the other four Kages were aware of that who Naruto has become and how Naruto will go on to make sure that they all prospered. Konoha once returned back, Minato and Kushina revealed this to the remaining council, and the others became pissed beyond anything. How could he achieve all this while they all suffered? They regretted doing something to him, but what Naruto did outright felt like betrayment. He was supposed to ask for their approval and whatnot, not to act like this on his own. He wasn't supposed to win the world. But here he was, standing in front of them like a titan, and they were the ants this time. He could crush them any time he wanted. But they knew Naruto loved Konoha and would do anything for it. So they arrived at the Uzishio headquarters where Naruto was, to give him the deal he couldn't refuse. As after listening to the deal, Naruto then said, so let me get this straight. You want me to pull all the investments from them and invest them in Konoha. And not only that, give all my assets to Menma here and you all to handle, since I can't watch over them all. And not only that, after doing all of this, I will be placed back into your family and be allowed back into Konoha. Yes. What made you think that I would just listen to all this bullshit and wouldn't do anything? As that is when assassins that Naruto had hired then arrived there. All of them surrounding them. Please leave if you wish to live. They are the S-rank Kage level shinobis, Minato. And leave before I get pissed because of the bullshit that you have caused. Remember this, if you even lay a single finger on me, not like I cannot protect myself, which I can, the four villages, the four titans will unleash their fangs on Konoha, who is already in a neck chokehold. What makes you think that we would let you roam free after what you are going to do? What makes you think that your siding with them mean anything, Naruto? They have been defeated by Konoha before. Before because of the allies that Konoha possessed. There's something they don't have right now. We are more than enough. Then go ahead and try. As that is when Menma then said, look, you are my brother, aren't you? Why are you making this hard for yourself? Same could be said here. Why are you making this hard for yourself? And I'm not your brother. You may look like me, but you not consider me your brother. And I can tell, because I have a good eye to read people. And same could be said for the other here. All you see is a walking money bag, who can fulfill all your desires and dreams. Oh, before you leave, tell Jiraiya to fuck off, because all the bullshit that he spoke from his mouth, all was for naught. Isn't that right, Bachan? As Tsunade Senju then arrived inside with Shizune. Of course it is, Naruto. You are here, Tsunade. You are a traitor to the village as well. Who said I am? I left like the other clans from the clan act that was implemented by my own grandfather. Konoha is nothing more than now a husk of its former glory. And as the older Uzumaki here, I banished Kushina and Menma Uzumaki from the Uzumaki clan, making Naruto Uzumaki the true heir to the Uzushiogakure as well as the Uzumaki clan. You can do that. Oh, but he has bought the Uzushio lands as well as the Land of Fire has agreed to this. This is the certificate and the official records. No, it can't be. You took away my home and heritage from us. I took away everything from you, Kushina. Every ounce of things. And that kind of hurted me. Just imagine when I found out the family that I believed so hard in were alive. In all those years, I was lied to by Hiruzen Sarutobi and by Jiraiya next, to make sure that I was the scapegoat while he was the successor. Now, how would it be fun if he is the child of prophecy? He wouldn't suffer so much and achieve, after a hard fighting, something that he wishes to achieve, right? Go ahead and do what you wish to do, brother. I am the child of prophecy. I will prevail. That is what I want to see. If you are the child of prophecy, you will prevail through this. Go ahead and take the whole time in the world, brother. We'll see how far you go. And so, taking the challenge what Naruto wanted him to take, Menma left. You know, he made a big mistake, right? Of course he did. But he signed this legal document, which means that now, if he's not able to defeat me within the 3 years worth of span time, he will be nothing more than a liar, and Konoha would lose rights to its own land. Even the Namikaze clan would. And so, 3 years went by, and the notice was issued, and once it arrived, it shook the very foundation of the Namikaze family, because the Uzumaki name was already taken from them, and Naruto stripped them away from even that asshole, said Menma. He took away everything, right from under our noses. No, son, we deserve this loss, said Minato, because he realized over the course of years that how the others were progressing, that Menma never was the child of prophecy, and Naruto realized that, reduced this much, and he took great time and precision to counter them with this very aspect that they were also proclaiming boldly about, because he knew Menma was not what it takes to become the child of prophecy and the savior of this whole world, because this world didn't need any saving, because Naruto had united it all, making him the one said to be in the prophecy, changing the very foundations of the elemental nation, while Konoha was left to suffer because of their arrogance and ignorance. As now we see, once Minato revealed this to his wife and son, it became evident that what they have lost. Menma outright became mental and was put into a psychiatric ward because he was taking this as way too much than a shock. It was too much for him. All his life was a lie. All his dreams were a lie. All that arrogance for what? He could only use 2 tails worth of chakra, damn it. All the while, his own Kurama within him mocked. Even if he was the kinder one, he mocked him way too much. While the other one, that was with Naruto, respected him, even if it was the incarnation of hate itself. For the child who had nothing and lost everything, starting from ground zero, to achieving the most powerful man's title in the whole world, the man who united the elemental nation. As in the end, Konoha became nothing more than a pest and a leech who would leech off of anything and everything. A people must avoid land it had become, how it had fallen from grace, all because of their own arrogance, while the rest prospered under Naruto's watchful eyes. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and please make sure you do see to that you vote for your favorite story to be turned into a series because I'm going to be working shortly after the voting is done, which is 2 hours after the post is up. So yeah, you guys might have limited time, and after the series will be created, it will be uploaded tomorrow, the first episode of it. As I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my Polo Uchiha channel as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.